Welcome back to Your Day. What if you're given a diagnosis that could end your life? What if an organ transplant would save your life? And if it does, what do you do with that new time you're given? Kara Steele joins us from Life Connection of Ohio with how some transplant recipients, they go on to the Olympics. Well, in a way. Good morning, Kara.
Good morning, Amanda.
So you actually have this really cool event that happens around this time of year. It's coming up here in the next few weeks. That it's sort of like an Olympics in a way. Explain what these games are.
Sure, yeah, they're called the Donate Life Transplant Games of America, and it is an Olympic-style competition for transplant recipients. So it really showcases the power of transplantation and these people who, may have been bedridden, obviously very, very ill to the point where their only hope for survival was a transplant at one point in their life. They were lucky enough to receive that transplant, and now they're able to lead healthy, active lives. And this Donate Life Transplant Games of America is an awesome way to really showcase that. There's also a lot of opportunities for donor families to attend and honor and remember their loved one for giving the gift of life through organ donation, because without them, obviously these transplant games wouldn't happen, because the people who are there competing would not be alive today.
And speaking of those competing, there's a local man who has represented us before, and it sounds like he's going to do it again, right?
He is. He's making the trip to San Diego. So the games are July 29th through August 3rd. So he is gearing up, doing lots of training right now. He is 17 now, but his story began way back really when he was born. He was born with a disease that causes potentially toxic levels of ammonia to accumulate in the body. He was on a very restrictive, no protein diet, took countless medications, suffered multiple seizures. Wouldn't know it by these pictures you're seeing now. But in November of 2008, he actually slipped into a coma. He had to endure dialysis. His liver had stopped functioning completely. He was put on the national transplant waiting list in December of 2008 in desperate need of a liver transplant. And fortunately, in January of 2009, 4-year-old Jake Saunders received that life-saving liver transplant that he so desperately needed. And that's him participating in our Donate Life Green Chair sit-in, lots of events with Life Connection of Ohio. He and his family are so grateful for the gift that he received at the age of 4, and now he is 17, no diet restrictions, loves to eat, making up for lost time.
Yeah.
He plays football. As you can see, he's a power lifter. He qualified for states in that. And he has participated in the last couple transplant games and actually earned 14 medals in a variety of categories.
So it goes to show what people do with that. They know, hey, I got this life-saving gift that someone gave to me. I better do something with it. And boy, has he. So that's just incredible. We'll be cheering him on, wishing him well as he is competing here at the end of the month. And for people who want to learn more about Life Connection and organ donation, you all have a new website that will help people, learn what they need to learn.
Absolutely. There is much more information about these games on there, but also it's really just a go-to resource for organ donation facts, donor family resources. We have a large section dedicated to that. One of the things that we've talked about quite a bit on this show is our Comfort Shawl program, where we offer comfort shawls to our donor families in that hospital setting after they've been told that news that their loved one is not going to survive. And they have made the courageous decision to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor, so they will live on. We are able to provide our donor families with those comfort shawls so they don't leave the hospital empty-handed, and it really does provide a lot of comfort for them after the fact. So I just wanted to shout out, thank you for always promoting that program for us, because we need volunteers to create those, knit or crochet those, for us to continue to offer those to our families. So much information about that. Also, a lot of misconceptions out there about donation. Those are kind of myth busted through that website. And then our favorite part is the stories of hope. So people like Jake, who are able to live a full life because someone says yes to donation. Also honoring those donor families and the donor heroes who made that decision, again, making that life possible for so many in our community.
So you can check that website out, learn what you need to, and then we know the knitters and the crocheters, Kara, so hopefully they're listening because they're watching on Wednesdays for our knit along. If you'd like to crochet or knit those comfort shawls, you all will gladly take them for those families. Kara, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, you bet. Take care.